Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn is Russia. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, I have noticed, at the beginning of the episode, that, North Africa is being invaded. Which, some would say is an issue. But really, all this means is that these US troops, these Spanish troops, are not in France. Or not in Europe, at least. Which makes my life easier. And I've also been thinking about what are my plans for this series. Well, obviously, one, we're going to take over Europe. There's no question about that. But it's more in line with what are we going to do about the United States. Because we're in a situation, well, the United States has about 175 ships. We have 108. The British have about 27. The French have a decent amount. The Italians have a decent amount. And there are also, US troops over here in Siberia. So how are we going to effectively invade the United States? Because that's really one of the difficult tasks in any Hearts of Iron 4 game. No matter what mod it is. I mean, I guess unless it's Equestria War. But, basically no matter what mod it is, trying to invade North America is hell. One thing you can do is try to get Mexico on your side. But that doesn't seem very likely. We have Venezuela right now on our side. I mean, they could provide bases. Castro, would you join my faction? No, you would not. You don't want to join the war. Fair enough. Like China, 67 ships. They're still trying to deal with the Japanese, which apparently this cannot do. We got these guys over here. Purple Army. Stretch out your front lines to be like so. Turn off Fog of War, because again, it looks pretty bad. I probably should just get the mod that automatically turns it off so I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. But Purple, get to this front line. Immediately engage that battle plan. Just keep on going. Venezuela's been called into the war. That's all fine and good. Not paid licenses. Just don't even... Who cares? Two ships in the Pacific Fleet are kind of injured right now. Apparently we're getting too much of these materials. Okay. We'll deal with that quite easily. Steel we can get from Kazakhstan. And I think we get a little bit more from Turkey. And I guess we got some from Pakistan. Basically, nobody's willing to actually trade with us. I mean, we're at war with a pretty decent chunk of the world, so that's not surprising. You guys up here at 67%. I'm hoping that at some point you'll actually be able to break that front line. We're still dealing with this over here. And by dealing with it, I mean basically just letting it sit there until we're all fine and dandy. And you guys are also in a... I'm actually going to speed 3 right now. Because this mod is... I'm not going to say it's broken, but it's a little bit slower than the rest of the mods. I'm assuming just because that's way more stuff going on in the background that Hearts of Iron 4 generally is not actually fit for dealing with. So send some guys to reinforce that front line. Blue Army, I want you to actually keep on pushing forward. The Marine divisions don't need to go. Have you guys not pushed your way through here yet? Like, I don't know what the problem is. But apparently they're not considered surrounded. I'm assuming because they're bordering the Swiss. Which is a little bit strange. Well, what can you do? Okay, we're getting some guys. We're getting some successes. We're about to take over Troyes. The French are that close to capitulation. As soon as Denmark capitulates, we can actually put these guys on the Norwegian front. Because I'm not too sure how much longer they're going to stay out of the war. I'm going to say at least until their civil war is over. But anything beyond that is really just speculation. That I can't, in good conscience, definitively comment on. We're going to keep on trying to push in this direction. Apparently the Black Army really doesn't want to get to the front lines right now, which is an issue. We are going to have to naval invade Britain at some point. How many troops does Britain have? I'm assuming not a lot. 12 to 16 divisions. But again, France has 7. And they apparently can kick our ass forever. So, what the hell do I know? Okay, you can advance this way. You're all mostly fine. Are we building more troops? No, we're not. Which is probably a mistake. Let's train up a handful more divisions. 11 there. We'll build up a handful of tanks, and then we'll build up some of our... These ones were the good ones. I believe, at least. So we're going to add a couple of them as well. Okay, Ukraine's capitulated. Wonderful. So that means that you guys now can do something meaningful. You're still trying to make your way over there. Okay, you delete this plan. And now you guys are going to immediately go up to the Norwegian border. Just make sure that's, you know, secure. You guys, you don't have a battle plan right now, so your battle plan is to immediately push your way down here, and you're going to try to go into Italy. But of course, every single country that capitulates is fantastic for us. Because the more capitulations, I mean, obviously the better. I mean, that should go without saying. But it does, you know, delete all of their troops that they have, which is extremely good. Their tank divisions are so goddamn strong. Holy hell. We got ships at low strength. Again, is it because we probably need to stop their air superiority? That's definitely your issue. You guys can naval strike here. That's fine. We do have closer ports. Or closer airports, I should say. Do we have we have one here. So you guys fly into this area. Again, make sure you're actually over France. Nothing else actually matters that much. As long as you're in France itself. Even that's still not actually going to be enough because you're going to be over supplies anyway. So you fly here. You fly here then. There we go. So, I mean, we're still incredibly outnumbered, but we're not as outnumbered as we were at the start. So, that is an improvement. Not a huge one, but it is an improvement. Okay, I think everybody needs to basically stop attacking right now. I mean, if you're attacking right now and it's going well, continue attacking. You know, I'm not going to say no to that. But if you're attacking right now and it's going poorly, I would recommend you hold off for a moment. Like, you can just stop attacking. But you can advance here. Try to take out this one Italian troop. Again, just keep pushing you. Eventually, they have to break. I mean, that's not necessarily true, but, you know, I'm hoping that is true. That eventually, all these troops have to break down. And at some point, these guys would actually die, but they refuse to die. So, I'm going to frontline you here. There's there's 4 provinces here. So, you all deploy here. But you stay. You stay. You stay. And you stay. You're both on this front. I don't know if you know that or not. Oh, because there's one guy I think over here still, right? Yeah, he's just very, very slow. So you please deploy your way over there. But apparently there's no supplies in France. I don't know why. Like, there's a direct land connection, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, the infrastructure could be a bit blown up, which is fair. We've been at war for... I mean, actually, I checked. We've only been at war for like a year and a half, so it's not actually that insane. Belarus, can I have one of these provinces, actually? I realized we actually don't have... Our land connections over here, which is ridiculous. Give me this province. Thank you. So that should hopefully alleviate these problems. Maybe. Yeah, a lot of stuff's just blown up. We got a lot of blown up infrastructure right now, which is not too crazy. So I'm going to give you control of, you know, the territory that's actually part of Ukraine. Of course, I'm not going to give you Crimea. That would be insanity. But you can have the territory that actually is supposed to belong to you. You know, I'm a good faction leader. Denmark, I think, is finally going to goddamn capitulate, which will actually allow us to use these troops somewhere more effective. Okay, so where do we want our men to be right now? Where are you going? Did you lose a battle? I mean, you might have. That would explain where you're kind of leading to. Yeah, 93, 94, 95. Keep going here to reinforce. I don't even know who's actually attacking there, but there we go. That resolved the issue at least. Defeats 15 to a bunch. So, not aggression pact Saudi Arabia, sure. Are you at war with NATO? Yes, you were the one who's actually at war with NATO. Okay, let's see if we can keep on pushing. Transnistria, you can actually just keep those soldiers. I think it's fine for now. And, I mean, they shouldn't be able to bust out, I think. Like, I don't think they really have the supplies to do so. Where's the current French capital? It's still Paris. We haven't even taken Paris yet. Which is just embarrassing. Keep on pushing. Don't care about the naval battle results right now. In fact, I don't even know why you're actually sailing right now. There's no reason for you to be doing so. Oh, wait, no, White Army. You actually already have a front line with Hungary. So you don't need to invade these guys anymore. The White Army, you basically are just going to push your way here. How many troops does Hungary have? They have 3 divisions. So, I mean, but they're getting a bunch of volunteers, because of course they are from Morocco and South Korea. That's the other country that exists. The AI just is a lot more volunteer happy in this mod than, you know, they are really anywhere else. Yeah, we're 45. We can defend this province okay. We're pushing our way into Dunkirk. Maybe like a push through the northern coast. Kind of doing like a little bit of surrounds. Again, shrinking their front line works really well. Because we have more troops than they do. Again, just me has about as much troops as all of NATO does. So if it comes to having to fight a long front line, we should have the advantage. So you want to make this front as long as possible. If we can. Okay, keep on pushing. Get a nice little surround over here. 55, 55. We're not doing so hot in some of these battles, I will admit. Okay, South African trades ended. Not great. Iraq, are you still... You're 67. I want you to get at least high enough to actually join my faction. Because, I mean, I'll probably benefit us, I would imagine. Like, CSTO, I think we are going to win. I mean, eventually. We're about to stand with autocracy. Excellent. Okay. You guys are not doing so hot. Base value 240. I think these guys are just larger. Hardness. They're 47% hard. We're 55. Like, we're pretty tough. Maybe we do want, like, squisher units in here. Yeah, I can afford a bailout there. That's fine. Anybody wants an non-aggression pact? I'll sign it. I'm not too worried about it. Of course you're falling back. Why would you? Why wouldn't you be? I mean, is it a supply issue? I mean, river crossings are not great, but it doesn't look like it should be like a supply thing. Okay, 60, 73, 59 here. Norway annexed Norway. A surprise to nobody. Yeah, we did push them out here. So now we still with autocracy. What is all this? Oh god, what's happened? Oh, did they update the mod between the two? I recorded this yesterday. Oh no. Military reform, solve presidential elections. Oh no, did they... Does everybody have new things? Like, you don't. Is it just me that has a new focus tree? Maybe? Like, that's extremely strange. Why would just... Why? None of these do anything. I mean, I was basically at the end of my tree anyways, but I don't want to, like, click this and then maybe break my game. So, out of fear of breaking everything, we're just going to go for, construction repair. Because I don't want to break anything. Like, I'm having fun with the series. I'm going to end it because the mod updated and it created, not a bug per se, but an issue. The Qatar, these troops are kind of bad of theirs. But keep on advancing. Like, nobody's really confident with the plan. At least not right now. We can probably send one of these guys down south. Tanks can move down in this direction. We do have more planes that we can deploy. We have these missiles as well. If you can tell me how to use the missiles? That would be great. But I'll be honest, I don't really know. Okay, United States faction leader, not a huge surprise. I didn't really expect Greek leadership to really be able to pull them through the war. They keep leaving, and I don't know why. They just keep moving positions. So you guys should join. Vietnam joined NATO, which is at war with you, who's part of the Peninsula. Okay, so Peninsula Shield's already in this. But that means you're now going to be at war with China. We're just going to create another front line for the Chinese. China has 42 divisions. And I don't know where those 42 divisions are, but I can tell you they're not in China. And that's an issue in and of itself. Bangladesh. Oh, we can actually get a handful of people joining our faction. Excellent. People who aren't even at war yet. So, Laos, invite the faction. Cambodia, invite the faction. And Bangladesh, my good friend, invite the faction. Hopefully this will mean Vietnam. How many troops does Vietnam have? Actually a lot. Surprisingly more than you would have expected. Our troops are still slowly trying to get into position. But, like, don't go that way. Go, like, down and around, because that's simpler. Okay, you guys have finally broken. Philippines have joined NATO. Okay, you're going this way. Excellent. I mean, we're making good progress, I would say. Overall, we're doing okay. Philippines, were you just at war with... Yeah, the same faction. Okay. I mean, CSTO is doing pretty well. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, who else would I really want in my faction right now? Mexico would be beautiful. Because they're so close. Like, they're on the Mexican border. So, I think trying to influence them, but how do I influence them high enough? Negative. Would rather be part of NATO. Different outlook. If I can to the government of Mexico to joining my ideology group, then maybe it would work. I don't know, though. What I do know is that this is a good time to end today's video. So thanks so much for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, click a thumbs down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.